Hi and welcome to Sanna's Simple Baking. Today we'll be making homemade caramel cookies. Let's start baking. These are our ingredients and our baking tools. We will start with melting 170 grams of butter on a low heat. When it has melted, turn off the heat and let it cool to room temperature. Take a bowl and add 301 grams of all-purpose flour, a half a teaspoon of salt, and a half a teaspoon of baking powder. Mix it all together and then put on the side. Take a new bowl and add 197 grams of sugar and mix in the melted butter. I added the butter a little at a time. When you have poured it all in, keep on mixing until it's all combined. Add the egg yolk into the mixture. I separated the egg over another bowl so we wouldn't get any egg white into the mixture. Then add the other egg and mix together. And last, a pinch of vanilla bean powder before we add the dry ingredients. Mix again until combined. The mixture will be more smooth when it is done. Add the dry ingredients from the other bowl and add a little at a time. It will make it easier to mix together. I used the spatula in the end to make the dough all mixed together. I put the 250 grams of caramels over a water bath to make it melt. I had the water on a medium heat. Add 3 tablespoons of heavy cream and start to mix as much as you can. This will take around 10 minutes. When the caramel is all liquid, it is done. Take it off the heat and we will start to prepare the cookie dough. Take the pan you want to use and cover it with baking paper. Take half of the cookie dough and put it in the pan. Press it out so it covers the bottom of the pan. It does not have to be thick because it will rise in the oven. Get the melted caramel. I poured in half of it first and the rest after, so it would not go over the edges of the dough. Use the spatula to spread it out over the dough. When it is all covered, we will add the top layer of the cookie dough. I did a mistake here. I thought I could flatten out the dough on top of the caramel, but it did not work. So my advice is to flatten the other dough part on a baking paper and then cut it in 4 parts and put on top of the caramel. And use the spatula to put the pieces together. Put in the oven on 325 degrees Fahrenheit or 165 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes or until the top of the dough are light brown. When it's done, take it out and let cool, and then put in the fridge for 30 minutes to cool down the caramel. When cooled down, cut into small squares, and then they are ready to be served. Leave a comment down below so I get to know how it went for you baking this. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you click the link down below, you will get my top 5 baking tips. See you next time. Bye!